Be sure to subscribe for more content.
Hey ladies and gents, welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel, and today we're talking about Fiverr, and yes, that is Fiverr Stock that we're talking about. I know it's a little bit of a difference from the normal cryptos that we talk about, but the aim of this channel is to make helpful content that would hopefully make you money. So I see Fiverr right now fitting straight into that aim, because at the moment with Fiverr we're in a very interesting area, and I do keep my eye on some certain stocks as well. But with Fiverr, I just love the stock so much because of how well it's done, over the past few years, going from a tiny stock at $20 to peaking out around $335 at the height of the pandemic. And now we're back down here and we're in this region which is just extremely tradable. As if you see my last video on how I swing trade stocks, basically at the moment I do think we're in a very good buy zone for Fiverr. That is because we're right by the support of Fiverr here. You see this gray line that we have drawn there. At the moment we've on an extremely stable support here that's been tested now 4 times. So we had 3 times in the past, and just over the past day we've tested it the 4th time, and on our 4-hour candle today we are just heading straight back up once again. So basically we've come down to test this support 4 times in the past, and every single time the Fiverr stock has shot up. And basically we can draw a resistance as well. It's not going to be perfect, but for the most part it will suffice. Basically what we have here now is a channel, so we have a line of support which has been tested a lot, and a line of resistance that is not the best, but it gives us a guideline. What you'll notice is that the Fiverr price comes down to the support, and it's reached this resistance multiple times. So we've got this first time where it achieved that here, and it's achieved it again here in August. And now of course this won't last forever, but if it were to do it again, then that would be a nice gain for us of 41%. And this is why I love swing trading so much, particularly in a time like this when the markets are moving sideways. Obviously when the markets were doing this back here, then just buying Fiverr stock and then holding it until a point was enough. You didn't need to trade in and out of the stock to make amazing gains. All you needed to do was hold it. Whereas now we're trading sideways. So if you're holding Fiverr stock now, then of course if you're holding it for the long run, and I'm talking years and years and years, then it will be a good buy. I do like the company. I do think in the long term it will be a good investment. But if you're holding it, for the next few months, you've got a tax bill to pay next year, for example, and you need to take the money out, then it's not going to be so great because we're trading sideways, and therefore you won't see the capital appreciation. So basically what I've been doing is using this indicator called the stochastic oscillator here. And the stochastic oscillator works a bit like the RSI. So it's an index between 0 and 100. And there's 2 regions. There's a few regions. There's this middle band here. And then there's this oversold region, which is anything up to 20 down here. And there's this overbought region, which is anything from 80 upwards. And the premise is every time the stock enters this oversold zone and comes back into this middle band here, so when it comes out of this oversold band and comes back into this middle band, then that would be a buy signal. And every time it goes out of this overbought band back into this middle band here, then that would be a sell signal. So if I just take this one for example, we would enter around here where that tick is, which would be here on the chart. And when the stochastic stops being overbought, which is around there, then we would exit, which would be around here on the charts. So basically with this, it's not 100% optimal. Of course we don't sell at the exact peak there, but we're still making gains from buying when the stock is no longer oversold according to the stochastic oscillator, and we're selling when it's no longer overbought. And we can do this multiple times. As you can see on the 4-hour time frame, there's so many times where it's gone into this oversold zone and this overbought zone here. So if I show you another example on this bit here, we would have bought there just as it was coming out of this oversold region, and we would have sold there. And if we had done that on the charts, we would have ridden it from near the bottom down there all the way to up here. So again, a nice healthy 20-30% gain on that trade there. And basically we can just keep doing this over and over and over as long as the markets are choppy. If we're going up or if we're going down, then it's not the best indicator to use. But when the markets are moving sideways like they are right now in Fiverr, then it's a really good way to swing trade the stock and make 20-30% every few weeks when the stock ranges between this channel here. So right now we've just come off the support line here, and your risk to reward with Fiverr Fiverr, in my opinion, is absolutely insane. The reward is, like, as I say, you've got this 40 or so % upside, and the downside for me is this support line. And the support line right now, you know, is 1 or 2% away from where the price is right now. So the risk to reward right now is absolutely amazing. But if we have a look at the oscillator here, you can see that we're still in this massively oversold zone. So to be on the safe side, we do want to wait a bit until the oscillator is out of this oversold zone and back into this blue band here in the middle. And once the oscillator does that, then that would be the perfect buy signal. And when oscillator gets to this overbought zone here, then that would be a great sell signal. So I just wanted to make this video because obviously I want this channel to be as helpful as possible. This is something that I've personally been doing with stocks like Fiverr. Whilst the markets are trending sideways, obviously if they're starting to trend downhill from here, or if they're starting to trend up from here past 45 or so on Fiverr, or below 30 or so on Fiverr, then I will stop using this strategy. But for now, this is working extremely well. And I'm making this video because I do think the next few hours or the next few days will never be a bad time to be buying Fiverr stock to swing trade like this. So that's all I have to say really. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.